You know, I said it in a previous video, but this ship would make a great starter base. Now, the only problem is you would have to get in through the top. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to build like a fishbowl kind of design around out here, just again to give us a little bit of a front yard. So whenever I'm clearing out stuff in an ocean or lake or any sort of water source, I like to use sand or gravel because it fills up this space so much easier. But you know, an easier way to do it if you have the resources is to use sponges because they do soak up the water so much quicker. But sponges aren't exactly early game, so you know, using sand is very easy. It's just a lot more time consuming. So I wanted to show you guys that really quick. I'm going to replace these fences a little bit. If you have enough sponges, it takes very little time to get all of this kind of taken out. So I just wanted to show you guys really quick what methods I use, either filling in with sand or taking sponges and just soaking up the water this way. All right, now that all the water is cleared out, we've got a good area to work with. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get some grass blocks and we're going to replace all this gravel and sand and dirt with those, and then we can kind of actually start building into the boat and making this more of a starter base. So I believe a starter base should have at least 3 things: a source of food, a storage area, and a place to sleep. So those are going to be the 3 main things that we focus on. Then anything else that we add is going to be essentially end game. So yes, this is a starter base, but you could upgrade this as you go along like you would when you're normally playing the game. So for our storage area, I think we're going to focus on the bigger section over here. And if you're wondering why my chests look like presents, it's because I'm filming this around Christmas time. So if you're watching this and it's Christmas time, Merry Christmas. If not, thanks for watching the video. All right, so I think for now, we're just going to take out a section here so we can get on in. If I could find my way into it, there we go. So not a lot of room to work with, so I think what we'll do is we're gonna open this area up and maybe flatten it out a bit. Like if I go down too far, it's going to be into the water. So I want to work with what we have, but I also want to just kind of give us a little bit more room. So let's open this area up a bit. Okay, so this whole ship is built with an even number, it looks like. So over here, it was 6 blocks wide from this birch plank, this birch plank. So what I did was I just opened up the space from here to this kind of cross design. So I think with this, we have a little bit more room to work, and I'm going to build like some steps going up to it as well. So for this area, we're just going to use barrels and chests for our storage. I went through and took out these stairs and any fence posts like that because it was just space that was being used up, because if I take out any of these other blocks, water starts leaking in, and I want to try to keep the integrity of the ship together. So I think this main wall here is going to be our storage area, and I think we're going to just kind of build off this side like so, just kind of giving us a little bit more room to work with, and we could add some barrels in as well, but I wanted to see how this would look. Not a lot of room, so I might have to rethink this actually. Okay, this is looking a little bit better, and it goes along with the ship theme, so barrels might be our main storage, because the one thing I like about it is you can stack them this way and they're not impeded by being opened on the top. So I think if I do a few more barrels, maybe facing out, and then do some decorative stuff in the middle, that might work really well. And I think I'm just going to fill in the floor right here, just because I feel like it's just going to level out even more and make more sense for when we bring stairs up here. Overall, I'm very happy with how this turned out. So we went ahead with the barrels on the sides like we had before. We put our crafting table right there with a furnace above with a couple barrels on the side. And then I went in with my spruce trapdoors for some shelves. You could easily place some items on here just to kind of help with the essence of storing stuff in here, but you know, if you put item frames like I did, it's going to take it out. Grindstones up above for any disenchanting. I've got an armor stand with my beginner leather armor and a stone cutter, because these are all things you can find easily in a village. So I also went ahead and added some texture in here with some stripped oak and then some stripped birch in the back. So the next thing I want to do is build my stairway up to this, and then we can start working on maybe our bedroom. Alright, so for the stairs here, I'm thinking something pretty basic, but I want to frame in this opening just a tiny bit, just to make it look a little bit better. I think that looks even better. I don't know if this will work very well. That would be pretty cool, but I'm going to leave that there for now. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to build up just a section on either side with some oak logs. We're going to come out by 1, 2, 3, leave a space there, and do the same thing over here. So what I'm thinking is there's going to be a little bit of a platform that sits right here, so stairs come up, platform right here, and we're good to go. So what we want to do then is build a 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and then build those up by 2. Next, I think we're going to grab our oak stairs and we're going to add some planks behind those so we can build on up, and then these oak planks can come off of here just like so, and then we can add our stairs going this way, and then add our oak planks building off of it like this. So we kind of have a little bit of like a ship dock kind of design, and actually what we can do is bring this down. And we've got some stairs, so we get to play with the levels just a little bit. I like that. So right off the top of my head, that idea comes. I love that. Let's do this. So basically, this is what we're looking at. So what I want to do next is kind of fill in a little bit with maybe some stone bricks and some fences to make this look just a little bit better. But you guys got to get a general idea of how this will work. So you can decorate this any way you want, but around the bases of the logs, I just put some spruce trapdoors to just kind of add a little bit of texture. And then I went through and added these stone bricks with some cobblestone and crackstone bricks for texture as well, with the oak fences and oak gates around the end. So we get this kind of natural guide up to our storage area, and we go up and down playing with the levels. I think this looks really cool. The only thing I might add later on is just some lighting to keep this lit up, but other than that, I think we can move on to the main entrance and the bedroom. Alright, so for the main entrance, I want to kind of build off of this trapdoor area. It is an even wide block area, but you know, I like working with evens or odds most of the time, but you know, I think we'll play along with this. So I brought up 3 oak logs just like this, so we can have like a simple stair pattern kind of building off going this. And I want to use stone to kind of differentiate between the storage area. So we'll have one right there, and then we'll have a set right here. So we build up a little bit, should be good. And actually I'm going to back this up a tiny bit, and we should be good. Just kind of a general idea, and we'll build up one here. So we can kind of texture this the way that we did over there, but overall we get a general idea going up to the door. So for the main entrance, I decided to get rid of these trapdoors and build up with birch planks like this, and I want to add some upside down stone stairs to kind of contrast with it, so then we can come back in and have our doors like this. So 2 doors instead of 1. I like working with odd numbers, I said before, but we'll work with evens for now just because, you know, that's what the ship's given us. And overall, this is coming together really nicely, and I'm already imagining a window right here for our bedroom, so I'm super happy with how this is turning out. Also, just so I don't gloss over it, I added another oak log on top with the spruce trapdoors there with the oak fence here, oak gate, and just I'll go through and texture it later, but overall this came together really nicely. I thought about playing off of the masts, but I have a different idea for those, but I don't know if I'm going to use it. But I think what we'll do now is we'll come on inside, we'll patch up this floor a little bit, and we're going to take out these parts of the masts so we can actually start building our bedroom area over here, and then maybe something else over here. Alright, so for the inside of the base, we don't have a lot of room to work with because if we go any farther, there's water underneath, and if I take out any blocks this way, you'll see about right here, we start kind of getting water leaking in. But if I can find the correct ones, I think it's just this middle one. Yeah, so we can actually play with this area just a tiny bit, and then we'll start adding in our bed. But I think we'll build the bedroom over here. Alright, before we do that, let's take out these trap doors, and we're just going to build a tiny 1x2 window, and we'll add in some glass panes like so. That is looking pretty neat, and we'll come on in and we'll start doing the bedroom. I think the bed's gonna sit right here, and we'll do some decorative things around just to kind of make it look a little nicer, and we'll probably add our entrance to the base right here because you can always fly on over or float on over to here with a boat, and we'll patch up these holes as well. So for the bedroom, let's keep it very basic. We'll keep the bed right here, and let's add like a shelf up here where we can add like a little lantern to kind of give us some light. And let's kind of imagine this is like our little desk area. So we'll add something over here. So maybe like our first dirt block that we mined in here. We'll add some candles just for some lighting, and we'll add in just a couple extra things like an anvil and maybe a flower pot where we could add something like, I don't know, a corn flower to it. And overall, that's not too bad. Let's add some carpet as well, just to spruce it up a little bit, make it look really nice. You know, we don't want to look like we're living in a hobbled shack, but this looks overall pretty decent. But again, use whatever ideas you want. This is just a very simple thing that I wanted to kind of show you guys that I would work with. So let's grab some ladders and build up this way so we can actually get in and out of our base. So with ladders in hand, I'm going to take this carpet out, and we're just going to build it all the way up just like so. And to make it even safer from mobs or anything, we'll add a trap door right there, patching up these holes as we go. And actually, I'm going to patch up this one as well. So now we have an entrance that's in or out. And another thing you could do with this is build an actual like dock off of this, because maybe you're exploring that island over there, or that one over there, or that one over there. But overall, this is a pretty easy way to get in and out and not have to make it overcomplicated. So I was playing around a little bit, and I found out that I could take out an extra layer of the oak planks and oak stairs here, so I decided to do that. And then I added in the campfires because I love the texture of the underside of them, because it kind of makes it look a little bit like rafters because you can see through them. And then I just added these spruce trapdoors, kind of hiding the edge of the campfire there. And then over here I did the same thing, but I kind of made a little bit of like a map type room. You could do whatever you want here, but I just added some bookshelves that I maybe harvested from a local village, a loom that I could make some banners on, and then a cartography table for any treasure maps that I would want to use. But again, you can do whatever you want here. I'm realizing the water that leaked through got rid of all my carpet, but overall for a starter base, this is not too bad. We've got an area to sleep, we've got a map room, which isn't, you know, necessary, and then we have our storage area. So then all we need to do is get a food source and some extra stuff, and I think we're all good to go. And there we go, we have our Sunken Ship starter base. So I went ahead and added in some basic farms. We got carrots, potatoes, and a little bit of wheat so we can feed our cows and have a really good food source going. And again, we come on up the stairs here. We have our storage area, which is probably my favorite thing that we built out of this video, because I think it's the thing that came together the best, and it was the most cohesive build that I've done. Then if we come on up here to the main entrance, we have our bedroom off to the left with the carpet, which I still have not put back down. Our little map room where we can make some banners or even some extra treasure maps and a compass in case we get lost. And then we can take our ladder on up so we can get in and out of our base from maybe a boat or flying in on Elytra or anything like that. Alright guys, if you guys had a favorite part of this video, let me know in the comments down below. But if you liked the video or you want to see more, hit that like and subscribe button. Find all of my social media links in the description down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Always remember, the most important thing is to be odd. Wash your hands. Peace, guys.